I am not a licensed securities broker or a financial advisor. Everything I'm presenting to you are my own ideas, and they are not to be construed as investment advice.
Hey guys, Dario here with Optional Enterprises, and this is my watch list. The time is 10:17 in the morning on August 4th, 2019, and watch list again is going to be short this week. I tried to keep it fairly specific so you guys don't have to spend so much time watching. So we're going to jump right in. And the first one we've got this week is Aflac. So Aflac triggered for a daily reversal to the upside, and we're looking for this thing to hold 52.47 for the target around the 10 EMA. So let me add my studies back in here so I can Alright, so like I said, this one is starting to form what we may call a downtrend. We've got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, but we stopped right here on the support level 52.47, so I would expect it to come back up, retest this 10 EMA, and possibly even confirm this downtrending line. So that's what I think for Aflac. Aflac is fairly cheap to get into, and what's great about it is the cost to hold is not expensive. So you could go out a few weeks, get your theta down to maybe 2 or 1 cents, and still get in for less than $1. But tread carefully. So we're at a very critical level here. We really need it to hold this level for a short-term rally to confirm the downtrend upwards. Next one, we've got CRWD. This was a pick from last week. We see we've got some strong selling. It's staying within this candle here. So really we want to see it break that 86.71 area for a short down to 80.84. Also, we can see it is critical because we've got our 10 EMA. We've got kind of a strong support cluster here, so we really want to see it get out of that range before we start considering this to be a short. But a lot of sellers here, so we want to make sure that our price action confirms it. Alright, so the next one we've got is American Tower Corporation. This one has been on many of our watch lists, and we can see that we've got a pretty strong rally back up to our original price target. This was, unfortunately, wasn't on my watch list last week, but like I said, I try to keep my watch lists rather specific for you so you don't have to watch. Otherwise, it would take a couple hours to go through everything that I'm actually watching. But this one, we're looking for a double top, so I want to see this thing actually get up to 218.79 again. It may never get there. Price action may actually just fall below this and never make it back down. Ultimately, though, I'm looking for this thing to short back down to the 198.90. We may find some resistance areas around the 212s and around the 202s, 204s. But I think this one does present a good opportunity for some shorts. Just want to keep an eye on the price action again. Like I said, we're looking for 218.79. I'd like to see a double top around there and then a short back down. Baidu. So Baidu gave us a psych out right here. This actually looked really good before another real strong sell into this support level. We need to see it hold that support level, which actually happens to be a strong price cluster as well. And if we can hold this support level, then I'd be looking for possibly the 108.92s. Next target 109.96, and then 112.09. Again, Baidu not one of the more expensive ones to hold. Theta though is a killer, so you want to be cautious. This might be one that maybe you enter, and if you get your price action, exit, and then look for re-entry the next day unless the move is strong enough. But I do think Baidu is good for some positive reactions this week. Weibo. Well, I'm gonna continue to watch this one. However, I'm not gonna explain it. We can see that we're in a confirmed downtrend here. I'm hoping for it to rally above this, hold that before a rally back up to 41.26, but I don't really think I like that one that much. So ADS, we are ultimately looking for this thing to come back down to 152.43. If we can break out of that 152.43, then look for 145.22. But I think 152.43 is going to become a support level, and we're going to bounce around in this fib level for a while. UNG. There's been a lot of strong interest. This is triggered on a weekly reversal chart. My target this week is 1923 for UNG. Shop, just one you should always be watching. You can see you get some great price action for intraday trades. Ultimately, if we can get above this trend here that we closed below, then we might be looking for some new highs on this one. You can see we had a lot of interest on Thursday. But if we stays below that trend, then ultimately I've got a target down here around 312.70 or this trend line. SeaWorld, or not SeaWorld, I'm sorry, Sea Limited. Again, this one is a short. We're looking for it to break 37, stay below that 37, and for 34.06. But we see we've got some strong volume right here. So want to keep an eye on price action, watching out for that double top, break of that, and that's your entry. You want to see that break that 37. All right, TBT. This one could, I believe, is just a little bit of some low-hanging fruit. Not expensive to get into. The cost to hold is even less. You could go out. Definitely give yourself some time as bonds accumulate or distribute, as they distribute some price into our support level here around 128 area, 128.055. I think TBT will see a little bit of price action up. Again, you don't need a whole lot of movement on TBT to make some halfway decent returns. So I like TBT for a move higher. Keep an eye on bonds for that one though. MAC, we see we are, well, obviously in a downtrend, but this is triggered for a reversal on the weekly and monthly. Looking forward to break that 10 EMA for a rally up to 34.53. So Starbucks is still on the list. This is triggered for a strong reversal, but with this gap up, I think maybe it just confirms this trend. If we can break that trend, however, then I'd be looking forward to come back down to 89.92. But again, that's going to be reliant on it breaking that trend. We need to break that trend to get that fill. New Bev, we're going to leave that one alone. I'm not going to go over that one. Or Silver, or Soxel. These are all plays, but not ones that I believe in strongly enough to play up to. Alright, so this one is triggered for, well, we got the daily reversal. And we're just not going to go with that one. Alright, so here's one, JWN. See, we've got some strong support. It's staying inside this candle. We want to see it hold above this candle at the very minimum. I'd like to see it really hold that 30.92 area. If we can hold that 30.92, I'd be looking for a rally back up to the 33s. GameStop, we're not going to go over. Dollar Tree. Alright, so Dollar Tree, see that we have found some support on this 96.08 area, which has proven to be a reliable support. I'd like to see it hold that area for a first price target of 97.91, about $2, and then ultimately a rally up to the 116s. Twitter. So this is triggered on a daily and monthly reversal. You can see that we're holding this trend. I'm looking for it to actually break that trend find some support around the 40.80s, and then rally higher. ICE, Intercontinental Exchange. This is triggered for the daily has already played out. The weekly, however, has not played out its reversal. So we could be looking for a double top here. Double top, and then ultimately a break down. I want to see it break that trend line again for a short back to 87.41. But first, I think we might be seeing this one go higher. So this one is a one to keep an eye on. I do like it for the rise up to 92.13. You can see we got some strong volume candles here supporting this trend line. So I look for the rally higher, but watch out for that double top. All right, EXE, we're looking forward to find support on this trend line. Right now we are well below it. So this one is a little more of a risque play because we are not confirmed by anything. We see we're below our 10 EMAs. Our EMAs are also shooting downwards. So, the common law of technical analysis is you're below your 10 EMAs, you look for short opportunities. And I'm not saying that's wrong. This could very well become another short opportunity. But with these two strong volume candles, I'd be looking for a rise back up to 46.21 and then possibly look for another short entry down. But first, I like it for the rise up. So XBI, I have an 88 target. This one I spent a little time looking into. There's only been a handful of times where this chart has signaled moves like this. So you can see we had one signaled here. Another one was signaled right there. And we see we got another one signaled here. Another one signaled there. And you can see that these are all consistent with large moves. So I think the same signal has popped up on this. The volatilities are not exactly where they need to be. So I'd watch price action for this one. But I do like this for the rally up to 88. CME, same thing as Intercontinental Exchange. They trade roughly the same. The prices and the options are a little different. Again, we're looking for a double top here. Look for that double top. If it gets rejected here, then we're looking for that fall back to 203.18. And then a confirmation of this trend line. XLU, I like this one for the squeeze up. First price target is going to be 61.50. And if we can get some price action around 61.50, it may even squeeze higher. Alright, so TIVA is a little bit more of an explanation. Right now, this one is in high volatility area, so you don't want to be buying any options on it. This would be a great chance to sell some options if that's what you do. I do not sell options. But after that mean reversion, let me see if I can just add on our implied volatility to briefly explain what's going on here. So we see that volatility, we're at pretty much all-time highs on our yearly chart. And we bring this out to a higher time frame. We'll see that TIVA has reached its maximum volatility levels. So, and to anyone who understands mean reversion, basically you take all the periods of this volatility, add them together, divide them by the total number of periods, you can get your rough mean. And for stock buyers, this one may be signaling a great opportunity for a short-term pop to the upside. TIVA has a lot of bad news around it. Now, I don't usually focus so much on the fundamentals, but the price of trading these options is very cheap. And the theta is not that horrible. I've done pretty well with this one over the past few weeks, $400, $500, $800 here or there, just on a handful of contracts. When I say a handful, I'm talking usually 100 lot at a time. So, throw about $4,000 into it and you can easily pull out 25%. Not too difficult with this one. So we're at all-time high for volatility, so I do like this one for a move up, but I would not be focusing on that move up until this volatility reverts back to a favorable position buying options. But I do like this one for some plays in the future. So this one may not be a watch for this week. Pickings are kind of slim this week as far as my scan is indicated. I've got some ones that obviously I'm watching on the weekly and monthly reversals, daily reversals. A lot of those have played out so far, especially with last week. So you're looking for more continuations this week. Verizon. So Verizon I do like for a squeeze to the upside. Let's bring this back down to a yearly chart. You see we've got the starts of possible broadening formation here. So I think the upper end of this band would be my target, looking for maybe around the 58s, which also correlates with this upper resistance. Hershey. So this one has thrown me for quite the loop, especially after this gap up. We can see we've got some sellers coming into the market. I'm looking for this thing to come back down to 147.08. Hershey's a little expensive to play and a little expensive to hold too. So if you have the money, definitely go out, give yourself some time, get your theta down to maybe about 4 cents. The options get a little more expensive around here. It is liquid, but this is heavy institutional investing. So again, like I said, with institutional investments, when they decide to sell, they sell big. When they decide to rally, they rise, well, steady and slow, but you can make mediocre gains there. Roku, again, another one you should just be generally watching, but Roku, we are definitely looking at all-time high volatility. So again, you're looking for mean reversion here before you start looking to play Roku again. Otherwise, you could be looking for a very serious volatility crush. Now, volatility doesn't move quick with this one, and so it's not going to be like a Beyond or an Enphase or even a Tiva. It's not going to be anything where just one day it's 86 and then the next day, well, there's a 20-point drop right there. But I'm not expecting a huge rise up. But we could be looking for some support here and then some possible rises. Again, I'd be looking for this volatility to fall back down before I start entering into Roku. First Solar, we are looking for a squeeze upwards. So we want to see First Solar is going to be my pick of the week here. I really like it. I'm actually not sure why. Oh, I did that. Okay. So, yeah, First Solar, we're looking for it to stay within the range of the 65.52. So 65.52. If it breaks below that, stop yourself out. That's it. At least that's how I plan to execute this trade. So First Solar, again, not so expensive to hold or play. See, the theta is relatively cheap. If you start getting closer, you're going to see some more money into it. But I'm looking for it to stay above that 65.52 for a squeeze upwards to this 69.72. So about $3, which would be 100% return if it happens quickly. You see, we've already got that volatility drop, so that is a good signal for us as option buyers to get in. Option sellers are going to be unloading their positions if they haven't already. So that's it for this week. Again, I'll be posting live trades, live ideas in my Instagram throughout the week. I understand the watch list is a little short this week, but given where the market is, I'd be trading cautiously as I believe there's going to be a lot of distribution going on. All the rises, I believe, are going to be sells and followed by swift drops. So trade carefully out there this week. After a correction, markets are usually unsure of where they're going to go next, so I would just stay small, keep your stops tight, and I will be talking to you on Saturday when I do the watch list overview.